Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt Layton, and in today's video we're taking a look at the Carlton Condominium. By the end of this video you're going to be an expert in what the community has to offer, some of the floor plans, and some of the small nuances to look out for when you're purchasing a condo in the community or if you're looking to sell in the community. So we have a great video coming up. I'm excited. Are you excited? Come on. Okay, let's get started. The Carlton is located at 4600 South 4 Mile Run Drive and is just a few minutes from Shirlington, as well as the shops and restaurants along Columbia Pike. The community was built in 1965 and is one of the most populated high-rise communities in Arlington with 504 residences on 13 stories. The first thing you need to know about the Carlton is that it's a full-service building. The condo fee is going to include all the amenities and all the utilities, which means the condo fee is going to be a tad higher than maybe what you're used to, but you're going to get great value. The community offers a stellar amenity package. The lobby was recently renovated and features 24-hour front desk concierge. The amenities at the Carlton include a large outdoor pool, tennis courts, a fitness center, a recreation room, a party room, and extra storage. The community has studios all the way up to 3 bedrooms. A recent 3-bedroom just sold for $250,000. Now just think about that for a second. You want a large layout, you want a balcony, you want hardwood floors, you want gas cooking, and at a reasonable price. That is still possible in Arlington, and it's found at the Carlton. Most units will have some sort of variety of hardwood, pergo, or parquet floors. Studios range in size from 546 square feet to 668 square feet. 1-bedrooms make up most of the units at the Carlton. Floor plans for 1-bedrooms will start at 764 square feet and make their way up to almost 900 square feet. 2-bedrooms are either going to be 1078 square feet or 1084 square feet. So most of the 2-bedrooms are simply going to be 1100 square feet. One thing to note is that some 2-bedrooms will only have 1 bathroom while others will have 2 baths. There's only a handful of 3-bedrooms, and these will all come with 2 bathrooms and 1280 square feet. Okay, so now that you know the basics about the Carlton, let's talk about some of the best tiers in the community. Now, when I say tiers, you all know what I'm talking about, right? For those that do not, in condos, 101 is usually going to be the same as 201, which is, okay, so you understand tiers? Perfect. The best tiers, obviously, at the Carlton, you want to be higher up, but you also want to try to be on the back side of the building, the south side. Reason being is that it looks over the parkland as opposed to the noisier side with the cars along 4 Mile Run. And you want to be higher up at the Carlton because the views get better. If you're lower down, you might end up just looking at the parking lot. Now, another thing to take note of is where the elevator is in relation to the condo. Now, there are some long hallways at the Carlton. Each floor has about 40 units. Now, think about that, 40 units. Guys, that's a lot of condos on each floor. There's some really long hallways. Now, do you want to be close to the elevator for the ease of access? The downside being, you know when all of your neighbors arrive home. Or do you want to be at the end of the hallway for more privacy, but really long walks every time you go to your unit? These are some of the things to think about where if you're just touring a community once, it may not register. So keep in mind the relationship between the unit and the elevator when you're touring the Carlton. The Carlton has some of the most affordable prices in all of Arlington. Why is that? I get that question a lot, and reason being is I think there's 3 reasons actually. One is that it's an older building. It was built in the 1960s. 2 is that there's no washer and dryer in the units, and 3 is that it's not located on a metro stop. Now, that being said, the Carlton does have a lot going for it. You know, we've talked about the updated amenities, the renovated lobby, the outdoor pool, the tennis courts, a lot of amenities, lower condo fee even with all the utilities included, and really nice floor plans, most of which are going to have the balconies. So I think the Carlton is what you make of it. I've seen really nice renovated units in the Carlton that could beat out some of the units I've seen in Clarendon and Ballston where the owners haven't kept up their specific unit as well as they should have. So that being said, the Carlton, it is what you make of it. Okay, with that being said, it's time to take a look at the top 3 things you need to know about living at the Carlton, starting with Number 1, 4 Mile Run, not the road, but the bike trail and the stream and the dog park. Right outside the Carlton is access to 4 Mile Run Trail, biker friendly, pedestrian friendly, and dog friendly. I should say as well that the Carlton community is dog friendly. If you like being outdoors and you like being on the trails and you like getting some fresh air, the Carlton's location is great. You're even walking distance and biking distance to do some errands at Columbia Pike or at the village of Shirlington if you want want to go out for a meal or to a grocery store, short walk or a short bike ride away. Number 2 is the outdoor pool. The pool at the Carlton is one of the better condo pools in Arlington. You get direct sunlight, there's not too many buildings around, and there's a very large sun deck area. There's no shortage of lounging or swimming at the Carlton pool area. Number 3 is Renovated Lobby. So the Carlton was built in the 1960s. Okay, we get it. We've gone over that. It's never going to have a modern exterior. It's never going to be the new hot thing on the market. But I absolutely love that the Carlton has redone their lobby, because when you walk in, it creates a much more comfortable ambiance. You know, first impressions are everything. And if you're indecisive and second guessing yourself about a community and you haven't even gotten to the unit, that could tarnish the unit's value in your mind, even if you like that unit a lot, you know. And if you don't like the lobby, like, you might even walk out of the community before even seeing the unit. So I think it's excellent that the Carlton updated this, and I think it's going to attract more buyers to the community that may not have considered the Carlton in the past. Okay, there you have it, the top 3 things you need to know about living at the Carlton. Just to recap: number 1, 4-mile run. Number 2 is outdoor pool, and number 3 is renovated lobby. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you learned anything, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Okay, thanks again, and until next time, create a productive day. Take care.